Good morning, good morning. This is Charles Coachman, and we are walking our way through the Bible, reading our way through Proverbs, and looking in and reading about the book of Luke. Hope everyone is having a great morning so far, and hope you had a wonderful weekend. Hey, today we are going to be reading, at the end, we are going to be reading about Ephesians 6:10, and put it on the whole armor of God. I haven't done this in a few weeks, but I wanted to offer out some of these keychains that I have had for many years, and I have been giving them and passing them out to people for many years. If you'd like one of those, just let me know. Send me a message, put the message right here, or you can go ahead and leave it in Messenger on Facebook along with your address, and I'd be glad to mail you one of those out if you would like one. No cost. I just want to spread the word, and if you would like one, or if you'd like a couple, just let me know, and I'd be glad to send them out to you. It's just something I've liked to do. I haven't shared that. I don't think I shared it during January, but if you would like one, just let me know, and I'll share these again for the next couple of weeks, and we'll see where we're at. Okay. Eyes are playing little tricks on me, but I guess that's just part of the deal. I thought I got enough sleep, but now I'm feeling like I'm a little tired once again. Let's see. Here we go. And we have going into Proverbs, we're going chapter 1 through 33, Luke 12:49 through 59, and Ephesians 6:10 through 18. And then, of course, always just being ready to put on that whole armor of God. See what we got here this morning. Gloria Brown, good morning. Good morning to you. Scott, good morning. Good morning. Hope everything is well. Hope everything is great back east. And I am not sure how to say this, but Franknell, have a wonderful morning down in the Philippines. If I recall what you said yesterday, down in the Philippines. So good morning or good evening, if I can get that right. Good morning to Gloria. And good morning to everyone there. And good morning, Kathy Sherritt's Carvajal. Good morning from the Philippines. Got it. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome. All right. So here we're going to go right into Proverbs 1, and get going with that. Oh, let's see. There are no birthday shout outs today, but if it's your birthday out there, happy birthday to you. The only reason it's not there is whether we are not friends on Facebook or you're shy about your birthday. So if it is your birthday out there, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. And it's evening down in the Philippines. Evening down in the Philippines. That's awesome. And then Bruce Kelly, good morning. Bruce, it was good talking with you this weekend. Thank you for joining us. Okay, let's dig right in. The Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel. To know wisdom and instruction, to discern the sayings and instruction, to know wisdom and instruction, to discern the sayings of understanding, to receive instruction in wise behavior, righteousness, justice, and equity, to give prudence to the naive, to the youth, knowledge and discretion. A wise man will hear and increase in learning. A man of understanding will acquire wise counsel. To understand a proverb and a figure, the words of the wise and their riddles. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Fools despise wisdom and instruction. The enticement of sinners. Hear, my son, your father's instruction, and do not forsake your mother's teaching. Indeed, they are a graceful wreath to your head and ornaments about your neck. My son, if sinners entice you, do not consent. If they say, come with us, let us lie in wait for blood. Let us ambush the innocent without cause. Let us swallow them alive like Sheol, even whole as those who go down to the pit. We will find all kinds of precious wealth. We will fill our houses with spoil. Throw in your lot with us. We shall all have one purse. My son, do not walk in their way with them. My son, do not walk in the way with them. Keep your feet from their path, for their feet run to evil, and they hasten to shed blood. Indeed, it is useless to spread the baited net in the sight of any bird, but they lie in wait for their own blood. They ambush their own lives. So are the ways of everyone who gains by violence. It takes away the life of its possessors. Wisdom warns. Wisdom shouts in the street. She lifts her voice in the square, and the head of the noisy street she cries out. At the entrance of the gates in the city, she utters her saying, how long, O naive ones, will you love being simple-minded? And scoffers delight themselves in scoffing, and fools hate knowledge. Turn to my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit on you. I will make my words known to you, because I called you and you refused. I stretched out my hand and no one paid attention, and you neglected all my counsel and did not want my reproof. I will also laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your dread comes. When your dread comes like a storm, and your calamity comes like a whirlwind, when distress and anguish comes upon you, then they will call on me, but I will not answer. They will seek me diligently, but they will not find me, because they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord. They would not accept my counsel. They spurned all my reproof. So they shall eat of the fruit of their own way and be satiated with their own devices. For the waywardness of the naive will kill them, and the complacency of fools will destroy them. But he who listens to me shall live securely and will be at ease with the dread of evil. There is a lot to cover there. We are setting the foundation. We are setting the foundation for a good life, for a life of understanding, wisdom, and knowledge. It gives it all here. And this is what we need to soak in. If we just get through this one chapter and bury it all in our hearts, as we'll read later on as we go through Proverbs, write it on the tablet of your heart. Bury these words in your heart. To receive instruction in wise behavior, righteousness, justice, and equity, to give prudence to the naive, to the youth, knowledge and discretion. A wise man will hear and increase in learning, and a man of understanding will acquire wisdom. To understand a proverb and a figure, the words of the wise and their riddles. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Fools despise wisdom and instruction. Hear, my son, your father's instructions, and do not forsake your mother's teaching. Indeed, they are a graceful wreath to your head and ornaments about your neck. This is what it is all about. This is seeking out. This is what God is laying out there for us. Be open to this. Keep your eyes wide open. Keep your ears wide open. Seek wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Children, listen to your parents. Parents, teach your children, teach your grandchildren. That's what it's all about. Hey, good morning, Mark. Good morning, good sir. Hope everything is awesome down in the Bronx. Mark Gassard, good morning. Give me not a spirit of sloth, vain curiosity, lust for power, and idle talk. St. Ephraim. Mark, those are good words, man. And it ties right in here. Now we're going to switch to Luke. And we are going to be going to 12:49 through 59. 12:49 through 59. And this will finish up the 12th chapter. Christ divides men. I have come to cast fire upon the earth, and how I wish it were already kindled. But I have a baptism to undergo, and how distressed I am until it is accomplished. Do you suppose that I came to grant peace on earth? I tell you, no, but rather division. From now on, 5 members in one household will be divided, 3 against 2 and 2 against 3. They will be divided, father against son, son against father, mother against daughter, and daughter against mother, mother-in-law against daughter-in-law, and daughter-in-law against mother-in-law. And he was also saying to the crowds, when you see a cloud rising in the west, immediately you say a shower is coming, and so it turns out. And when you see a south wind blowing, you say it will be a hot day, and it turns out that way. You hypocrites, you know how to analyze the appearance of the earth and sky, but why do you not analyze the present time? And why do you not even on your own initiative judge what is right? For while you are going with your opponent to appear before the magistrate, on your way there, make an effort to settle with him, so that he may not drag you before the judge, and the judge turn you over to the officer, and the officer throw you into prison. I say to you, you will not get out of there until you have paid the very last cent. God is coming in. Jesus Christ is telling us there are going to be some that are going to agree. There are going to be some that disagree. And they are going to be disagreeing about him. There is going to be a great divide. We know and we understand what we see and we've gotten used to. We don't understand what he's bringing to us. And we're going to learn about that soon. He's also telling us, if you've got a quarrel, if you've got something in your life that's dividing you, try and fix it. Try and fix it now, or otherwise you are going to pay the price. We are going to pay the price. Let's listen. Let's dig into this and find out exactly what it's saying and understand it. Now, we're not going to do that during this period, but we have to dig in further and find out what Jesus is telling us. Be prepared. Look to him. Know that there is going to be a great divide. There's a great divide today. We're more divided than ever. And one of the things that we're divided on is Christianity. Should people be believing in Jesus Christ? I say yes. But I'm not going to push away anyone else's thoughts. You got to be foolish to do that, because all you're going to do is start a big argument. We want to do what's right. We listen and try and learn. We look at things from different perspectives. I woke up this morning thinking that this cancel culture that we're going through. This is the same thing that Jesus Christ went through. You can't believe that. The Pharisees are who we should be listening to. These men of great knowledge are who we should be listening to. Who is this man dividing us? We're going to find out. We're lucky that we have 20/20 hindsight. We've got hindsight for us, which they didn't have. We know how the story ends, but we need to learn more about the story. What was the story of the life that Jesus led? And we have to understand it. We have to dig into this book and find out more. We want people to go in with the knowledge of God. We want people to understand what living a good life is all about. Proverbs, building that foundation, seeking it, and then following the life of Jesus through the eyes of those that were with him. For those that spent even Jesus' last days with him. For the one that he called the rock, who turned away from him in the very last minutes and realized how bad he had done. What a horrible thing it was to have done. But us, we have a book. We have a story of his life. We have the story of the world, and we should dig in. Want to finish this up like I do on every Monday and Friday, the work week. Again, if you weren't here at the beginning, if you would like one of these keychains, put on the whole armor of God. I just like to have a reminder there. Finally, be strong in the Lord and the strength of his might. Put on the full armor of God so that you will be able to stand firm against the schemes of the devil. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the powers, against the world forces of this darkness, against the spiritual forces of wickedness in the heavenly places. Therefore, take up the full armor of God so that you will be able to resist in the evil day, and having done everything to stand firm. Stand firm, therefore, having girded your loins with truth, having put on the breastplate of righteousness, and having shod your feet with the preparation of the gospel of peace. In addition to all, taking up the shield of faith with which you will be able to extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. With all prayer and petition, pray at all times in the Spirit, and with this in view, be on the alert with all perseverance and petitions for all the saints. Just be ready. And that's all this is. Be prepared. We just read yesterday. We don't know when he's coming. He could come in the dark night. He can come during the daylight. Be prepared. We don't know what's facing us when we go outside. Sometimes we don't know what's facing even when we're inside. I mean, we live in a place right now where crime is a bit rampant. We get stories of people all the time coming face to face with burglars and such. Be prepared. Be prepared. Know what you're going to do. But most of all, be prepared by putting on the whole armor of God, which has all of his protection. I hope that you have a wonderful day. I hope that things go good for you out there. I know I've got an appointment today that with a person that's been a little erratic and has had a lot of a lot of difficulties in her life, and I hope to be able to help her get some things straightened out and sit down and be realistic with her. But we all have people that we have to deal with and face. And today's one of those days for me. I want to thank you for being here. I want to remind you to pray for your friends. Pray for people across the country. Pray for our nation, our government. No matter how you feel about the president, no matter how you feel about our Congress and our Senate, no matter how we feel about the leaders of our states, the leaders of our countries, our representatives, we've got to pray for them. We've got to pray for them. And we want good things to happen for all of us, in spite of whatever can happen. We don't know exactly what's going to happen, but we need to pray. And I've got friends that are really struggling, and I've got one especially that I've mentioned here before, Curtis Brown, who is having a terrible time with the major surgery that I had on his neck. I've got friends that look like they're not going to make it because they can't find organs that they are needing, or they've been taken off a list. I want to uphold all them and just protect our families, protect ourselves, and pray all things in Jesus' name. I wish you all the best. Thank you for being here. If you'd like to share this out, we would certainly love that. We say that sharing is caring. Take one last look here. Walk with the King and be a blessing. Thank you, Bruce. Blessings to you. And Frank, now, thank you. We are blessed to be here in Jesus' name. Absolutely. All have a wonderful day. Thank you for being here. And I look forward to seeing you all again tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.